when they think, they believe they don't need coaching and they don't need development.
Good.
And self-awareness and space to grow, I would say. Mandatory in every company.
Yeah.
Need for more means that you should be your own priority, and change start from you. Yes. So, I realized after working, so many years in business and development that I needed a space where I create a space where people could think, reflect, and grow. So I would say that the turning point was when many years ago, I was having a very informal chat with the finance responsible, my colleague who worked in finance. And he said, Laura, you have this way of connecting with people. You have this natural way that you just, you make people feel heard and seen, and they feel at their ease when they are with you. So I don't know, just something sparkled in my mind, and I thought, okay, maybe this is what I should do. And coaching is a transformative, and I thought, why not? Let's embark on this amazing journey. Okay, so I tend to coach more senior leaders. It happened, especially in the past, especially when I was much younger, than I had, coached youngsters. But at the moment, when I work with companies, I tend to work with more senior leaders. But sometimes, like I have some Gen Z, and of course millennials, which are my age too. I'm a millennial, and I realized that Gen Z are very much aware of what they want and what they expect. I have to admit, probably even more than us millennials, they actually want transparency. They need feedback. They seek it, and whereas senior leaders, depending where they are Gen X. So born in the 70s, let's say, or baby boomers, so the generation before, they they come from the job for life kind of style, the permanent job philosophy. So they have a different approach. So they're like, I do this because one day I will retire and I will do whatever I want and I will have my work-life balance. Whereas Gen Z, I realize that they know it very well. And actually now I'm trying, when I coach my senior leaders, they need to learn how to interact with Gen Z, which is not easy, because, for them something worked and for the Gen Z something completely different works. So I'm trying to bridge the gap and visions. Okay, culture is, the thing when you coach a company. It's important that you understand where these people come from and what's their philosophy and, what the culture and organization is based on. So something I always do is to study the culture, understanding the culture, and understanding something that we can call the internal language, the internal language of the company. And, understanding where they come from, not just culturally, but like where the company is based, is very important. Then, of course, I need to adapt myself in front of, the people I coach. So if they are from banking, it's all finance, it's all about, clarity and, working a lot under pressure, mostly, of course. I mean, I'm generalizing a little bit. And for those that work more in the creative industry, because, fashion is not just art. There's a lot of structured people that work there. So so definitely creative, the people from the creative industries, we work a lot of their identity and creativity. It's all about, I think, authenticity. So understanding the culture, understanding who's the person I'm coaching, and trying again to bridge the gap. So how that person can, give their best to the company according to the company culture. And it's important for me just to focus on the person rather than, the background. But, we need to bridge the gap in order for the client to thrive in the work environment. I worked in like the corporate normal environment back then. There was, coaching was only something for the top executives. And now there is definitely more, like much more awareness. And so people demand coaching. And also I realized that we have, even companies went through a phase. I mean, from considering their employees as numbers to considering them as resources, which actually they are. So today, I think we are. I mean, companies are seeking more awareness and not just performance. I mean, performance is important, but performance without the person and the personal development, it's doesn't add much value. So yeah, this is something I noticed, and now companies are, they actually care about well-being, and they actually demonstrate that so much more than in the past. I noticed that. So well-being, support, and even psychological support, which a coach doesn't offer, of course, but like that's, and I see it as a great improvement in the corporate world. Definitely, if we talk about the future of leadership, which is not just future leaders, is even senior leaders that are evolving in their leadership. I think it's all about emotional intelligence. It's all about adaptability, agility, being agile. I would say also strategic empathy, ability to, the listen to learn attitude, and, capability, and also lead through change and uncertainty, which is something that most of my clients go through. Like big companies that are bought from other companies or merged with other companies, or there is a big cultural change, and I mean they have to navigate that. So so you need to navigate that, and definitely coaching companies need really to invest in coaching and in personal development, and so that the future of leadership will be based on development, feedback, on recognizing the talent, and on active listening.